Well, go on, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be showing you guys how I make my deep fry crispy honey glazed chicken. It's a meal that everyone will enjoy, so come along, let me show you guys how I made these mouth-watering chicken. Okay guys, so I lost the clipping of me putting the seasoning on my chicken, but I'll leave a list of the seasoning that I use in the description box below, so please check that out. So now it's time to just marinate and rub all that seasoning into the chicken. Okay guys, so I'm not going to add some crushed garlic onto the chicken. I was going to put that on earlier, but I totally forgot, just remembered it. So now I'm going to put some crushed garlic on there, and then I'm going to rub all that in and let my chicken sit in the fridge for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. You can do this overnight before I go ahead and fry my chicken. Look how beautiful seasoned this chicken looks. It looks amazing. Can't wait to fry it. Anyways guys, I'm going to put this in the fridge. I'm going to let it sit there for about 2 to 2.5 hours. As I said before, you can leave it overnight if you want to before you fry it. So I'm going to leave this in the fridge, cover it, and then I'm going to go ahead and fry my chicken. Okay, so in my bowl is all-purpose flour. I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of corn flour. Then I'm going to lightly season the flour mix with some of the seasoning that I used on the chicken earlier. So I'm adding 1/2 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. I'm then going to add 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper seasoning. I'm also adding some dry thyme. This step of seasoning your flour is totally optional, but I do recommend it as you're able to make your chicken packed full of flavor. So I recommend you season your flour mix as well. To the mixture, I'm also adding some hot paprika. For a bit of flavor and color, I'm also adding some turmeric powder. So finally, I'll be adding some salt to taste, then combining all that lovely seasoning together, mixing it with a fork or a whisk. Okay, so now it's time to fry our chicken. My chicken has been sitting in the fridge for 2 hours, but before I add my chicken to the flour mix, I'm going to add a bit of oil to the chicken so that the flour mix can stick a bit better onto the chicken. You want to rub all that oil all over the chicken as well. Okay, so now it's time to add the chicken to the flour mix. You want to add about 3 at a time, depending on how big your chicken is. This is so that the chicken can evenly be coated with the flour mix. Don't hold back when you're covering the chicken with the flour mix. And once you've done that, let the chicken sit for about 1 to 2 minutes before deep frying the chicken. Okay, so let's fry our chicken. I'm using the deep fryer, but you can use a frying pan to fry your chicken. I'm also going to add 3 chicken at a time to my deep fryer. This is so that the oil temperature doesn't drop and that there is enough space in the deep fryer for my chicken to fry evenly. I'm going to let my chicken fry for about 12 to 18 minutes till it's nicely golden and crispy. But once again, it all depends on the size of your chicken for how long you will fry your chicken for. This is how my chicken is looking after frying for about 14 minutes. This is the color and the crispiness that you're aiming for all of your chicken pieces as well. You want to put your chicken aside onto a cooling rack or onto a colander to drain off any excess oil and continue frying your chicken until you're finished frying. As you can see, I'm still only adding 3 chicken at a time into my deep fryer. Okay, so put your chicken aside and let it drain off any excess oil. This is my chicken all fried. Look how beautifully fried these are. Now it's time to make the honey glaze to go over these crispy fried chicken. In a hot saucepan, I'm gonna add some butter and then I'm gonna let that melt before I add my honey. I will add roughly 35 grams of honey to my melted butter. I will let this simmer while I add some dry thyme for added flavor. I'm also going to add some cayenne pepper for extra kick. You don't have to do this step, but I want to be able to pack my chicken with loads of flavor, so this is why I'm also seasoning my glaze. You want to stir all that added seasoning before adding your chicken for a couple seconds or so before you add your chicken. You want to now coat the chicken with all that glaze. Turn all chicken over, toss in the chicken in the pan. Just make sure that every inch of that chicken is covered with the glaze, so you can, flip your chicken one by one, or you can try tossing your chicken as I did further along. Just make sure your chicken is covered with all that glaze. Now the final step is to add some fresh parsley or some dry parsley, and that is how you cook honey glazed chicken. I thoroughly enjoy making this chicken. I hope you did. Please let me know how your chicken turned out, and it was nice having you guys here. Please remember to subscribe, like and share, leave your comments, and leave any suggestions like what you guys want to see me make next, and let me know how your chicken turned out if you try this recipe. And it was nice having you guys here, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye.